Three, two, one, and we are live with the Sunday service. What is going on? It is your boy. It is Kevin Yee. I'm streaming live from Las Vegas. I hope the internet's quick enough. Recently, I've been having a lot of internet issues and all that, but hey, if you're wondering, like, I had a few friends call me like, yo, Kevin, is everything okay and all that? Yes, I'm still alive. I'm not dead. And I just really needed some kind of time off to kind of, recalibrate, get realigned again as well. So if you guys are joining me on this Sunday, just want to thank you guys for just joining me and want to just help you guys in any ways that I can, whether it's through pharmacy, which I don't believe I'm super relevant anymore, high ticket closing, inbound closing, or even like just entrepreneurship in general. If you want to chop it up about 21 Savage or anything like that as well, that's cool too. So let me know if the quality is a little laggy too. Need to know that as well. Tommy, we got Tommy. Let's say hello to the fellow people that are dropping in. And if you guys are just tuning in, make sure to smash the like button as well. Would really appreciate it, y'all. Let's get the like train going as well. And if you're wondering why I have this little thing on here, I literally was taking off my MacBook Pro case and the plastic just slashed my finger. So I don't know if I need to get stitches or anything like that, but I made this little makeshift Band-Aid because I don't have any Band-Aids at home. I just took a paper towel and just scotch taped it, which is pretty damn funny. So we got Tommy Tram. Feels like it's been a minute since I've been on here. Just finished finals this week. Well, congratulations. Hope you did well, my boy Tommy. And yeah, that's pretty cool, my man. Yeah, and I feel like a lot of my viewers are still in college, and it's so funny. Sometimes, like, I can't believe it, but last time I was in a classroom setting was over 8 years ago. 8 freaking years ago. Not to say that I don't study or anything that to this day. Actually, I'm probably one of the few people at my age that, really take the time to study, take notes, and continue on my learning as well. But it's just really, really funny that I get a lot of younger people too. Eugene Coe says, do you know anyone that moved to Ohio and how do they like it? Well, actually, I know someone who lived in Ohio all his life and he actually moved out. He lives in Texas. But yeah, I don't know too many people who really like Ohio. If I do have one person, Dr. Lee, she's from Ohio. So if you want to talk to her, or she's living in Ohio, I believe at the moment. But if you want to hit her up, maybe she can give you some insights about Ohio as well. Tommy Tran says, I can only probably stay for a few minutes because mom is making pho for dinner. That's awesome, bro. Yeah, and speaking about pho, like, dude, yesterday actually got my second COVID shot and I was so messed up. I was so tired, dude, from that second shot. It really knocked me the F out. Like, I got it on Friday and I was like feeling okay that Friday, but by the time I went to sleep and woke up, I felt like complete ass. I had major brain fog. So it's nice to feel like I'm not 100% yet, but it's nice to feel like I'm getting back in the motion as well. Yesterday, I grabbed some pho in the Las Vegas area and it was actually pretty damn good. I'm lucky that I found a local pho joint, which is really nice because if there's one cuisine I really love a lot, it's always like Vietnamese. That's my favorite. I don't know why. It's kind of like, Chinese food with a different kick and flair. I just love it because, I don't know, it's really flavorful and one of my favorite cuisines altogether. So yeah. So sorry, pho is ready. Got to go. Dip. Laugh my ass off. Awesome stuff. Yeah, and funny stuff. I've been actually following, speaking about Vietnamese things, I've been actually following Subdak, DAWK, and he does really funny like dubs of these like cartoons and Family Guy and all these sort of things. Hella funny. I was just laughing my ass off all week, and so I'm probably gonna write a newsletter after this as well, just like kind of recapping my week. But a lot has happened within these last few weeks, guys. Like, honestly, that's how busy I was. I was literally taking all my stuff from California and had to move it to Vegas. And I made like 3 or 4 trips back to back to back. It was no joke, guys. Like, it was very stressful. Now things are getting more settled. I have a little bit more breathing room and more breathing time as well. I'm getting back in the mode of like inbound sales, inbound closing, and all that as well. And honestly, I'm super proud of a lot of my coaching students because they're actually getting real results too. And so I'm probably gonna hold off on getting new coaching students for now until like maybe the end of the month. I really want to kind of focus on making my offer even better and going through other people's sales offers too, so I can incorporate these elements into my training as well and test these out with my clients too. And so everything is on the up and up a little bit recently. But I have to say, man, it has been really, really tough just transitioning through everything and all that as well. So that has been a really tough thing for me in terms of like getting settled. And you wouldn't think that having a physical place to go to where you're settled, you're calm and all that sort of stuff would matter, but it really does, for me at least, affects my state and my well-being too. So it's a lot more difficult when I was like in transition between California and here. But I will tell you guys this, like having a bigger space, like it just helps so much. It helps so much in terms of like my productivity and all that as well. So yeah, there's a bit of that too. Anyways, like I know, like I'm not sure about the algorithm recently, but not too many people are popping in here at the moment. So if you guys are checking this out on the replay, I love to kind of share a few of my favorite things, I guess, right? And I guess like one of the things I've been really, hold on, slide my pat over here. No, but on the real, I've been really like effing with these book series. And it's like, one is Steal Like an Artist, Show Your Work, and Keep Going. And this one has been really, really relevant in my life recently, just because honestly, like a few weeks ago, I kind of had, I don't want to say a mental breakdown, but I had a point when I was in transition where I just like, honestly, I was so stressed. I wanted to quit everything. I wasn't doing that well with my clients. There were so many issues occurring and stuff too. I just didn't have the patience with it. And it wasn't until I realized that, where did things go wrong? Because like a few months ago, I was like on cloud nine. I was making more money than I ever was. What was the major difference? And the major thing was just, honestly, for me, just having a lot more fun. And so more recently, especially in this bigger place, I've been kind of incorporating ways that I can just have a lot more fun and just be a little bit more free flowing rather than just be so stringent on my process all the time for sales, for my YouTube videos, for everything in my life. That has been taking a lot of the pressure off and giving myself a little bit more space. So recently I've just been going through everything too, and just kind of looking at what has been working and what hasn't been working as well. So one of my clients that I'm working with right now, I'm implementing these one or two things, but honestly, if this doesn't work within the next 2 weeks, I'm going to cut the client and just move on to the next project. And what's really been interesting, I was talking to my business coach about this, is that we were talking about how hard it is to just say no to really good opportunities. Yes, you think about it, it's really easy to disqualify like really bad ideas and stuff like that. But when you have a lot of good opportunities on your desk and you're just so overwhelmed with opportunities, it's hard to start eliminating the really good ideas. And that's something that I'm taking more consideration of. And the whole point of me going to Vegas too is to kind of take a step back from my businesses to think about like, hey, what are the things that I can focus on during this time of retreat, right? To focus on the things that will set myself up for the next 5, 10, 20 years as well. And so some of the things I'm working on at the moment is building up especially with inbound closing, really doubling downing on that and creating like things like corporate trainings and really leveling up my game in sales too, because I realize, I've learned a lot over these last few years, but I need to continuously invest in myself to one, to keep the interest going, right? Like during these last 2 weeks, I just realized that I get really, really freaking bored if I'm going through the same motions every single time, if I'm not learning anything new. Dude, I just want to commit seppuku and just give up right there. I told one of my coaches that. I was like, I'm not suicidal or anything like that. No like ideation. But the number one thing that I realized is like with my YouTube channel, with my inbound closing, is if I'm not taking a course, if I'm not interacting with people who are also growing and I'm just going through the motion, that's like how I get so bored, depressed, and I start hating what I'm doing too, which honestly has been an uphill battle for me at the moment. We got Bo in the house. He says, swag, what's up? What's up, Bo? Nice to have you here, bro. If you want to support your boy, make sure to like this video too. Anyways, been talking a lot of business stuff too. So if you guys are like tuning into this right now, feel free to drop a question too. But some of my favorite, like if I'm sharing all my favorite shit right now, one of my other favorite things is I'm drinking a LaCroix as well. So I have like a LaCroix and I love the grapefruit flavor. So I have some here sipping in my Trojans USC cup as well, like something I got when I was a preceptor at USC as well for the pharmacy program. And then I also got this, I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's Thai iced tea and it's actually blue. So I made this, it's natural, by the way. I made this too. So I basically, I don't know, I love Thai iced tea. It's like one of my favorite things, but I've been making a keto version. So put a little heavy creamer, some stevia, and mix it and cold brew it in the fridge. Is freaking delicious, my man. So it is really, this is one of my favorite drinks at the moment. And I'm getting a call, which I gotta decline. But yeah, cool. Let me decline this really quick. All right. Retrofit says, Kevin Yee, what's up, bro? I like watching your videos, man. Great info. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. And I'm going to be doing more videos as well. So some of the cool videos I have in mind is like, so one of the videos I'm going to do is actually a review. Yeah, so I want to do one video, like a review of what it's like moving to Las Vegas to California and comparing both. I think that'd be really, really interesting, especially with the California exodus. The other thing I want to kind of share is like, dude, recently I've been getting really into meditation. So I want to review these two things, right? The Muse S, which is the more expensive version of the Muse 2, and compare them both. I see a huge market for this and I could just dive into it. But honestly, I have like a lot of vlogs too that I shot near the end of me leaving California, and we're going to be editing that. I'm going to be going through Ali Abdal's program one more time again, just so that I can refine my brand, my image, and all that, and really define what do I really want to be known for. Do I really want to be known as sales? For some reason, I've always felt a little hesitation toward that. But what I think like as I'm talking to more people, shooting more videos, I'm realizing that I'm realizing like more and more like what I'm really good at and what I really like talking about and what I really hate talking about. You know what I really hate talking about for the most part? Honestly, it's like the teaching videos. Those videos drain me so much, honestly. And surprisingly, you know what's really funny? Those videos don't do very well on my YouTube channel too. And so I think it's a blend, kind of teaching, sharing my stories that I'm doing, like I'm going through everyday life, and sharing those experiences and what I'm learning too. I think those videos have been doing really, really well. So not going into like an info session, but really just sharing a story and kind of sharing the tactical lessons I've learned through each story. And plus, honestly, it forces me to still live a life, because I was going to talk about this too. I was going to shoot a video about this too, but I wanted to shoot a video about how like the problem with YouTube, I guess, right? Because sometimes you can get so caught up in creating YouTube videos that you stop living life and you stop having these relatable experiences with people because you're trapped inside the YouTube ecosystem of like creating more videos and creating more good ideas. But sometimes, like, for people like myself, I forget to live. And that's why I love Vegas too, because like every single night I go out and I explore Vegas. I'm like, damn, there's so much cool stuff here. And I haven't felt like this like little kid in a long time, where I'm just venturing out and going to different places as well. And I want to kind of bring you guys as I go through these things as well. And I want to take you behind the scenes of what it's like taking my business to 6-7 figures as well. Fun fact, I recently just invested into a 6,500 neurohacking program too, as well, just to really make sure that I'm operating at my highest potential a lot more of the time, rather than like 20% of the time and going through these periods of burnout. There has to be a better way. And I know that for myself, I just have so much potential that I'm not realizing it all the way. And so anything I can do to reinvest in myself so I can be at my top game most of the time, that would be really cool for me too. So appreciate you, Retrofit. Thanks for joining today as well. There should be a type of weed called meditation. Dude, so speaking about meditation, I was watching this really funny video by Joe. If you don't know who Joe is, Joe Jitsukawa, him and my former roommates, they did like a don't laugh challenge, but meditation challenge with Subdoc. And I was dying, bro. I was literally dying. It was so funny. Because imagine like a meditation, but with the Vietnamese accent. It was so fucking fun. It was so funny. I was dying. So yeah. Tommy Tran says, now that you're in Vegas area, have you gambled? Well, fun fact, Chinese people and gambling don't get along very well. If you've ever, I'm not sure if you've seen any stories or heard any different things, but you know, there's so many stories of people just like gambling away their houses and all that sort of stuff in Chinese culture. I'm not trying to be one of those people. So no, I have not gambled, but I have checked out a lot of the casinos and walked around. The reason why I took last week off was because some of my ATL friends came in from town, and I was just chopping up with them. I was like, I haven't seen my friends in like 2 or 3 years. And so like, you know what? I just need to live a little. I vlogged a little bit, but no, I have not gambled at all. Have you ever wondered if people would be better off if internet never existed? Honestly, like, yeah, I know social media and all that, it gets a really bad rap these days, but the internet's really changed my life for the better for the most part, right? It's allowed me to make, like, I can just imagine where my life would be back in the day, and you couldn't get these quick answers back in the day. You couldn't, like for me, I'd probably still be in the pharmacy if it wasn't for the internet. And so there's so much value with the internet, but when I hear about these kids, like with going through suicidal ideation or even going through attempted suicide, it's really, really sad to see that happen as well. And that's the power of the internet, right? There's so much potential with the internet, and then to see the rise of like cancel culture and all that, and all these other things. It does definitely have its pros, but that's the point of. That's why I feel like right now these days you see these trends of social media detoxes, of these like retreats, silent retreats into nature. I believe we need a balance of both if we're going to live with the internet, because when you're so ingrained in the internet, it'll drive you fucking mad. And it's really interesting. It's even affected like dating culture too, meaning like I was talking to my friend. He's 21. I met him when he was 18. But he was saying like kids his age, like they feel very intimidated by approaching women and stuff. And that is really, really crazy. Like in my mind, it's just like, dude, that's just the OG strategy. But kids these days, they just, I don't know. If you guys are younger, you tell me, do you feel more comfortable kind of talking to someone that you really like versus going into their DMs? What do you prefer? And my friend was just educating me like, yo, kids these days, they just love sliding in the DMs and that's it. But it's hard to stand out that way because everyone else is doing it as well. So it's really interesting kind of dynamic there. And by the way, guys, if you guys are tuning in, make sure smash the like button. Would really appreciate it as well. Alex Johnson says, are you in Vegas yet? Just joining. Yes, I'm actually in Vegas. I switched up a few things. If you can't tell, I have my books in the back and stuff. I got to reorganize my books so I can put the ones I care about the most up at top as well. But yeah, like honestly, yes, I moved to Vegas. I'm really enjoying it. There's a lot less traffic. I'm going to shoot a video on like things I really love about Vegas and all that sort of stuff. I'm just really happy. And plus, like, I joined 10 Planet out here. It's pretty good. Although, I have to admit, I do miss the instructions at Eddie Bravo's HQ a lot. So I missed that. But in terms of like cost of living, income taxes, it's really, really worth it in my opinion. Although I do miss all my friends in California. I don't really have too many friends out here, which kind of sucks, but I think that will just come with time, right? I'm not concerned about that. That's just going to come up with time. Tommy Tran says, gotcha. The casinos are huge. Last time I was there in 2019, first casino I checked out was Caesars. It's huge. I love Caesars. Caesars is one of my favorite casinos just because a lot of great food there. By far, it's my favorite buffet. Like, the buffet is not open until the 20th of May, right? So, like, in a few days. But my opinion, Bacchanal is one of the best buffets out there. Apparently they have, I saw David So's and Tim Chankarantsu's Caesar, like Send Foods episode at Caesar's Palace. And they have this really, really good burger. It's $38, but I have not tried it yet. I really do want to try it. That looks really good. There's Qua Spa there, which is really nice if you want to get away and stuff like that and go to saunas. I'm probably going to do that next time. And then one of my favorite clubs, Omnia. Like, I love Omnia. It's really big. Although it's, like, very EDM heavy, there's, like, also a hip-hop room, which I really love a lot, too. So, a lot of good goodies at Caesar's Palace. I love Caesar's, and I love walking around in that area, too. The internet is a great servant, a terrible master. Are Vegas denizens back to partying every night? Actually, believe it or not, I went to Omnia a few nights ago. I didn't go inside. I don't go clubbing by myself or anything like that. Although maybe I should. But I kind of want, not gonna lie, I do want to go back to a hip hop club or something like that. But things are picking up. As long as you're vaccinated, these days you can just go anywhere without a mask, which is kind of cool. Like, I mean, me and my uncle were talking about it and chopping up, and he was just saying, it's crazy. It's like honor-based system. But hey, I mean, I'm not going to tell people what to do, man. Like, I'm vaccinated. I'm fully vaccinated. I got the microchips in my bloodstreams. No, just kidding. But yeah, like, honestly, everything's starting to open up. It's becoming a lot bigger as well. Yes, Bacchanal buffet is amazing. So one of my favorite things to eat at the Bacchanal, because most people will go for, what's that called? The oysters and stuff like that. Those are great and all. But, yo, if you're going for a seafood section, my favorite thing are those giant-ass snails. It is amazing. And it has all the food that you could ever want as well. So I love Bacchanal. I want to go back. I also like Wicked Spoon at Cosmo too. That's a really, really good buffet. I heard Off the Strip M is a really good buffet. I'm not that far away from there, so I might go check out the buffet sometime when it is open. But I'm trying not to eat out as much, honestly, while I'm out here. I've actually been kind of losing weight since I've been out here too. Just eating at home, meal prepping and stuff like that as well. So it's been pretty, it's been honestly good for my health too, being out in Vegas as well. What have you been up to these days? Yeah, for the most part, Matt, great question. And for those 5 people who haven't, make sure to smash that like button. But in terms of what I've been up to these days, bro, so I've been actually working on my coaching program, really helping my students across the finish line. We're finishing up our last week this week. So some people have dropped out and totally quit high ticket sales, which is totally cool. That's one of the outcomes I really want, helping people decide whether this is for them or not. Or number two, the second thing I've been working on is actually taking more sales training so I can implement this into my systems and try to create like a better sales system where it doesn't require a hard close or anything like that, increasing like non-salesy type of pressure as well. So implementing that, trying new things out, and then also fulfilling for my other clients. And like I've been also onboarding new closers for one of my other clients who I do more consulting for. And finally, getting back on track with this YouTube channel. But on a personal level, I am going to Arizona just to kind of get away this week as well. So that should be really, really cool. Going to be hanging out with some friends out there. I'm also going to be meeting with, what else am I doing? On a personal level, I've just been doing jujitsu every single day, and I'm implementing yoga back in my life, and I'm meditating a lot. Hired a neurohacking coach too. Might be hiring a sales coach too for myself, because that's one of the best ways to up your game, right? To get a coach so that you can get direct feedback. Just a lot. And I've been honestly walking 10,000 steps, like whenever I get a chance around the strip. And that's been really, really fun, just exploring Vegas a little bit more. So eventually I'm going to be meeting more and more people, but I'm just really taking this time to just like enjoy my setting and just get settled. I'm really liking my new office space. It's really, really cool. I can shoot a lot more videos in a short amount of time. So that's what I've been up to for the most part, man. I'm just really kind of retreating and just getting everything set up again in this new space. And honestly, sometimes it just doesn't feel like I left California at all, to be honest with you. Like, because there's a lot of, in Vegas, there's a lot of small California elements that I really love. All the major boba places. I don't really drink that much boba, but all the major boba places, they're here as well. There's a lot of great food on the strip and off the strip as well. 10 Planet Jiu-Jitsu's out here. So I miss my friends though. That's the one thing I do miss. I wish my friends would come out here too, but that's what it's all about. Tommy Tran says, I heard Bally's has a $100 brunch only on Sunday. Whole lot of seafood, high quality stuff. I heard Mikey Chen got a video on that. I was actually watching Mikey Chen earlier today. He had a video on like unlimited like Wagyu, all you can eat Wagyu type of stuff. There's also omakase at like Xpot. So I will tell you some of the restaurants I did try with my friends as well. I went to Roy Choi's Best Friends in Vegas. That was lit. That was really, really good. I really enjoyed Best Friends. If you don't know Roy Choi, he's famous for like kind of Mexican, Korean fusion. And Best Friends is kind of like, it kind of has that K-Town vibe. It pays homage of like, you can get some really cheap menu items or you can get really baller menu items as well. But it basically pays homage to like wherever you are in your life journey and stuff. That's like kind of the theme and stuff. Wherever you are in your life journey, like this kind of pays homage to that, because it kind of highlights all the periods that Roy Choi grew up in and all that. I don't know Roy Choi like that. I don't know his background and all that, but I know he was really, really big in LA and stuff. So I checked out that place. My other friends checked out this place called Xpot, which was like, it's hella baller. For the omakase, it's like, I think $130 per person. So they all got that. They said it was really good. It's all Wagyu and stuff like that. And then we checked out this really good, what's that called? It's like beef noodle soup place. That place was really bomb and super, super cheap. I have to say the food in Vegas is relatively cheap too. It's not like super expensive. So I'm really liking that. And gas prices are still pretty cheap out here too. Although with the whole thing that happened not too long ago, that ransomware hack or whatever, it's been driving the prices of gas like crazy from what I saw, but we'll see about that. Tell me there's a club in Vegas called Meditation. I wish. I wish. Are you gonna bring your uncle on anytime soon? No, my uncle is not about that life at all. But I do try to talk to him quite often, and he's just like, I'm just so grateful that he's letting me stay at his place just to kind of retreat and stuff like that as well. I really appreciate him a lot, and this is really helping me taking a lot of the financial pressures off of like paying rent and all that, so I can focus on the bigger things over the next year or so as well. AMA with Kevin's uncle. Yeah, pretty funny. Michael's living the life, eating, traveling, and nothing better than that. Yeah. Well, yeah, Mike, I mean, I don't really follow him that often. Like, I subscribe to his channel and stuff like that, but yeah, I guess like he has a huge following and people love like traveling with him with the food thing. But for me, I'm not really big foodie and stuff, so I don't know. I think it's kind of cool watching him, like what he eats and sort of the joints there. But I don't know. Like for me, I wouldn't want to just eat around and travel. Like for me, it's all about the connections and experiences that you have with people as well. Yes. How Gao says, finally finished with taxes. You're telling me, bro, I just paid the IRS a shit ton of money. Yeah, so taxes, is that your new room? Doesn't look too different except darker. Yeah, because this is a bigger room, and so this is a bigger room, and I probably need some more backlighting as well. But I set it up the same way that I had it back in California, to be honest with you. I was going to change it up, but whatever. I was like, I don't have the time to really think about it too much as well. But yeah, it's pretty much the same thing the way I set it up. So yeah. Are there crypto slot machines? That would be really cool if there was crypto slot machines as well. Crypto is a slot machine. No, Vegas needed. Hella funny as well. Yeah, but if you guys ever check out Vegas, I highly recommend you guys to like consider move. Oh, I'm not telling everybody move here because otherwise we're gonna get a shit ton of traffic. But moving in Vegas, I can say, has been really, really cool so far. Like I said, the only part that I wish I had more of is like more friends and stuff like that too. But has everything that you need. If you want top level jiu-jitsu, there's 10 Planner over here. There's a lot of different things. So, and plus your money goes way further in Vegas than without Vegas. And we got some people that just jumped in. For those 7 people who are just joining us, make sure to smash the like button. Would appreciate it, y'all. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to this last 2 weeks. But one cool plan that I just want to share with you guys too. I think I told you guys when I was still in California, but one of the things I want to do is, since I have all my stuff at my uncle's place, what I'm planning to do is travel Asia for a little bit, go Asia hopping, explore a little bit, and just have fun. I've always wanted to do that since I was 25 years old. So basically what I want to do is stack up cash until the end of the year, and then go to Asia, run my businesses from there, hopefully on autopilot by then. And yeah, just kind of see what the laptop, like the digital nomad lifestyle is really like. And who knows, a lot can change over the next 7 months, right? And I know there's a lot of I don't know, I'm just really like, I haven't felt this way in a long time, but especially moving to a new place, I just feel very, very excited about the future and what's to come as well. Great. So Jacob Bishop says, I'm sorry, what is your profession? I'm looking to go optometry, and I saw you interviewed your friend who is actually one. Yeah, a lot of people have been, funny thing enough, one of my friends, I interviewed Justin. He's actually a long time like follower of mine as well, and he just graduated optometry. If you're looking for optometry stuff, you're not gonna find it here. I did that as a one-off as well for like my friends and just interview as well. But for me, I'm a former. If you guys don't know, I'm a former pharmacist, and I'm a YouTuber, obviously, and I do inbound closing. So I have a digital remote job as well, or business that I run for my clients and all that as well. So that's kind of like the space I'm in. It's super, super niche. When I tell people about it, people are like, what? So basically I just tell them I do digital marketing and sales. So that's my new profession, but I am a former pharmacist. Upcoming crypto, Kevin Coin. Yeah, guys, it's crazy. Dogecoin is like going crazy. And I'm like, in my head, I'm just like, what is the intrinsic value of Dogecoin? But I haven't really looked into it too much. I mean, because there's so much noise out there. I'm just like, oh my God. But I know like it's a lot of things. Armor Ghost says he's a professional refugee and hustler. So funny. My man. Welcome here, says Alex. Youth equals time and energy, no money. Middle age, money, energy, and no time. Old age, money and time, no energy. Can't have it all. It's very, very true. As well. Like that's a typical thing. Like I think about, yeah. And I think that as I get older as well, I just realize as well, like in my situation, it's like saying no to a lot of things so I can keep my time, because I would say I'm not super young. Like I'm not in my young 20s, but I'm not super old yet. I'm kind of somewhere in the between, right? And I would say right now, like if you're asking me, I'm like, no money, no time, man. Like that's where I fit. I mean, I'm exaggerating, right? So it's like feast or famine. Like when it rains, it fucking rains. When it doesn't, it's pretty dry. But that's why, like I said, that's why I moved out to Vegas too. So I can focus more on the business, get more consistent cash flow as well. Who knows? Maybe I'm going to do some real estate deals out here. I don't know. That's what one of my clients does, by the way. So who knows? I might actually try to do that. But I'm just really focused. Like the primary focus is like really double downing on this inbound sales career as well, because I'm quite natural at it and I want to just get better. And it's been helping all areas of my life in terms of communication, financially, and all these different type of things. It's really, really cool. I'm really enjoying it a lot. Although sometimes I fucking hate it. Sometimes like, I just want to quit everything. It's so reactive. But I'm just trying to, I think that learning aspect by taking trainings again and all that is really motivating me to kind of up my skill levels quite a bit. And I feel the same way about YouTube as well. I want to make a big investment into YouTube relatively soon as well, just to refine my messaging and refine everything as well. Because I have a lot of videos, but really when people kind of get a takeaway of my channel, they're just like, wait, what does Kevin do? What does he do? What's the value that he has? And I'm like, sometimes I'm just like, fuck, I don't fucking know. Like it's hard. Branding is not my, like, although I know the elements of a good brand and stuff, applying it for yourself, that's really, really hard. At least for me, figure out my unique selling proposition and then really committing to it. Because sometimes, like for me, if you guys can't tell, I'm good at a lot of different things, right? If I set my mind to anything, I can do it. Like I have no doubt about that. But it's really finding about what do I want to be known for? What's the legacy I want to leave behind? And Kevin, do you want to commit to it long enough as well? I don't know. I'm like an ABB for business, man. Like I have commitment issues and stuff as well. So there's that. Have you seen any gnarly cactuses in Nevada yet? No, but I heard that there's gnarly cactuses in Arizona. My friend keeps on saying, like, I call her cactus queen because she always, like, every single time I see it's a cactus, I shoot her over a picture and she's like, oh man, that's so cute. No gnarly cactuses, but I've been looking to kind of, so I've been going to Home Depot a lot and I've been looking at different cactuses and stuff to decorate my room with. That would be pretty freaking cool. But I don't know, man. I'm really scared about like having a cactus in my room and like pricking myself or some shit because I'm clumsy as fuck, right? Yeah. So there's that as well. So I don't know, but I'm going to Arizona next week and that should be really fun. I know if like one of my good friends, Zach, he's been on this channel before. Zach King, he's out there as well. Mimi, like Mimi Nguyen, for you guys who follow pharmacy, she's out there too. Who else is out there that I've brought on my channel? Yeah, there's quite a few people out there as well. So I'm just really, really excited to just go out to Arizona, try somewhere new. Oh, and also I'm meeting this other sales guy. He has a podcast and stuff like that. It'd be really, really cool to chop it up with him as well. So there's that. Let's see. Are you going to reach out to other Vegas YouTubers? I haven't really decided to do that as well. For the most part, although that reminds me, I need to respond to my emails. I got to clear out my email inbox, which brings up a good point. So let me write that down. Somebody requested to network with me and I totally ignored them. So, Vegas email. Yes. Graham Stephan is in Las Vegas now. A lot of YouTubers are in Vegas. So I know Bart, he's out here in Vegas. I heard Joe, he's thinking about Vegas. I don't know if that's true or not. There's a lot of people just thinking about moving to Vegas because it makes so much more sense financially as well. His house is amazing. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Anyways, guys, it's the end of the hour. It was just nice just chatting it up with all y'all as well. I really missed just talking with y'all as well. But I got my whole food burgers on deck, which I gotta start eating and before it gets too late, before all that. But just want to say, really appreciate y'all. Oh, Haga asked another question. Since you're planning on traveling, do you get your COVID vaccine yet? Yep, I got both. I finished my second dose like a few days ago, and it just really, really put me out. I'm not even 100% quite yet as well. So yeah, there's all of that. But just want to say I appreciate y'all. Get ready for some videos this week. And I'm going to be shooting more killer content. I literally have 1 or 2 days just planned out strictly for YouTube a week. So I'm planning to get more days like this too. Like plan out more days for YouTube. But we'll just take it from there. That is all. I will talk to you guys later. Take care. Peace, motor people. Bye.